with like a woman, and you can sense that. Like I can be out and see a man's woman and see if she's putting that vibe out or not, or she's putting the vibe out like, if my man walk off, you can come over here. I can see that in a woman now, man. I can also see when I can see a woman, I can see a woman without a wedding ring and she's still putting out the vibe like, don't even think about it. Let me ask you like this. Do you think a man must find his purpose first before entertaining a woman? Or do you think with the right woman, he can find his purpose and move forward?
That's a good question. Man, ideally you want to say, I think it works a lot better if a man has found his purpose first, right? Because like, how do you know who the right woman is for you unless you know what I'm saying? Unless you found your purpose.
Facts. Say that again, bro. Say that again, because goddamn, we could have just went live. You said that and logged off, to be honest.
Yeah, man, because it's like, what is she gonna follow? What is you know what I mean? Where is she going?
Yeah.
If you don't know.
How can you fill a role when you haven't even built an establishment yet? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
Facts, man. But I think this, man, I think that's easier said than done. And the reason I say that is because a lot of men don't find their purpose at 21, 25, 30. Some men don't find it until 40. Sure. So for a man to go from 21 years old to 30 to 40 and to say, well, since I'm not completely plugged in, I'm not going to entertain women. Or does a man say I'm going to entertain women on a certain level? But then he becomes an F-boy. So it's kind of just like it's like. So I think what we should do as men, moving like you're moving like I'm moving like a lot of men are moving, is to show these men, young men, that, hey, don't wait until you're 30 or 40 to find your purpose. Like as soon as you come out the gate running, experience life, look at the world, be an observer and tap into that early, because you can. It's just like we're so distracted by everything that we'll just float for 20 years and then we'll look and see the writing on the wall and then, get into it. Or we don't have people telling us. Like my whole goal as far as like with my son, and I remind him all the time. I say, where I am right now in life, financially, everything, at 40 some years old, I want you to be here in your 20s, and you will be. Because it was, for really, to be honest, it's just a matter of a lot of men learning that. If we can close the gap on learning what we need to learn, the principles, the non-negotiables, the fitness regimens, the rituals, if we can teach them that early, then we're shifting a whole, we're shifting the whole planet by doing that, bro. So yeah, I agree. I agree with all that, bro. I agree with all that, man. Purpose is primary. And I don't even think a man is living life until he's plugged into it. Because even if a man hits a certain milestone with his finance, even if he hits this 6 figures, or even if he hits a milli, if he's not fully submerged in that thing yet, he's going to still be miserable. And it goes back to what kind of ties to the whole problems things. If he's not living his life by, always asking himself, what's my story? What's my cause? What's my solution? Whether he's scratching and looking for something he doesn't even know what to call, man. So yeah, I agree.
And he's waiting for some hard times, because I think what a lot of men do, and I know I did this early in life, you kind of hide in the pleasure of women, right? You kind of hide from that. You run from your purpose, hiding in that. And then maybe you find somebody you're compatible with inside of that, right? But then because you don't know your purpose, it's like people don't realize a woman can leave tomorrow for no reason at all. Now, she was your purpose, right? She probably left because she never wanted to be your purpose. She thought you was going to figure it out.
Thanks.
Now you don't want to be 45, 50, you know what I'm saying, with those kind of problems.
Yeah.
And so I think a man could really eliminate a lot of stress in his life if he just takes the patience and says, what I want to learn about, what do I want to create?
Facts, man. James C said big facts. Big facts. So being a man tied to your purpose, being a man that knows his identity, going in a certain direction, what would you say the top 1, 2, maybe even 3 traits that a woman is going to fit in your life? What are the must-have traits she must possess, bro?
For me, she's got to be submissive, right? And I know that's an ugly word these days, but it's like in nature, there's order, right? There always has to be some level of order. That doesn't mean I'm better than her or above her, but the order is the man is I lead, right? And with that being said, I'm also going to be responsible for everything, right? So to be a leader, there's a lot of responsibility with that. It's a lot you got to be willing to accept that. I think a lot of men want the respect and the submissiveness, but they don't want the responsibility either, right? And I don't, when I say responsibility, I don't mean the whole 50-50 thing and I mean just in terms of if it goes right, it's on you, but if it goes wrong, it's on you too. Right. And it could have been something that had nothing to do with you. It was inside of your leadership. So it was something you should have known that you didn't know. Right. So I think submissiveness, me, man, I require a certain level of intelligence. I like talking. So, if I can't communicate and enjoy a good conversation with you, it's probably not going to work. And then a good heart, just having a good heart. You got to have a good heart.
Those are some good attributes, man. That's definitely a 5%, 1% woman in any man's life. If she can bring those three to the table, brothers, she's solid, man.
Actually, what are the three attributes for you?
As far as a woman?
Yeah.
I'll say this, man. I'll say that a woman. Well, let me say this first. And I'm not saying this first, but you said this. When you said intelligent conversation, like man, I think the highest point of a conversation, like I'm sapio, man. Like conversation to me is everything. I'm the type of brother, man, that on a Saturday, I like going out. Let's hit the park. Let's hit the river walk. Let's do the things we like to do. But at the end of the day or in the morning, let's sit still and let's just talk. You know what I'm saying? Let's just light a candle, make some coffee, and just chop and talk about life. Like that is, bro, that's so important. And there are very few women that can do it. You know what I'm saying? So I would say that. Second, I would say loyalty. Like loyalty. And the reason I say loyalty is because there's not a woman, I believe, on the planet, any shape, size, color, that can't walk outside the door and get 10 men to be with them sexual, So for a woman to have that type of authority on the planet, but roam this planet, putting out an energy of no, like don't even think about it. Like I belong to this. This is who I'm with. Like a woman, and you can sense that. Like I can be out and see a man's woman and see if she's putting that vibe out or not, or she's putting the vibe out. Like if my man walk off, you can come over here. I can see that in a woman now, man. I can also see when I can see a woman. I can see a woman without a wedding ring and she's still putting out the vibe. Like don't even think about it. So loyalty, and I would say the third one, man, is the ability to attach to my mission. You know what I'm saying? Because if she can attach to my mission, then she knows who I am. She knows where I'm going, and she can see the things that I can't see to get there. Because if I'm so focused, if I'm looking at so many degrees of vision to get to this goal, and because I'm focused, there's going to be a lot of blessings out there, people I can network, events I can have, books I can write about that I'm not really looking at. But if she can see where I'm going, she can say, hey, babe, you know what? I heard you talking about this the other day on the call. Why don't you do a whole seminar on that? Or won't you, so those are the three attributes for me, man. And of course there are some others, but man, those are the non-negotiables, bro.
That's a good list.
Yeah.